So before I go into what to eat and what not to eat while tripping, I want to say that if you're going to be doing shrooms, to try to not eat a lot before the trip starts, or else that may dull the intensity of your trip. For LSD, on the other hand, it doesn't seem to make as much an effect of if you eat beforehand or not. So if you are going to take shrooms, maybe just eat a light snack beforehand and not a big meal. Also, people tend to not be very hungry during the trip until the come down. I like to snack a little bit during the trip so that by the time the come down happens, my ravenous stomach is not completely unbearable. That said, there are also people who find that they don't want to eat at all during the trip, and that's totally fine if you're one of those people. As for what you eat, in general, the more healthy, the more whole food, the better, and try to stay away from super processed junk food. And the most recommended thing you'll probably hear about what to eat that tastes really good is fruit. Fruit like berries, tangerines, grapes, etc. They just taste so refreshing, so rich, so tangy, zero guilt, just pure amazing, and they're truly nature's candy. That said, people do like eating man-made candy as well. I've never tried it, but I've heard good things about like gummy bears, Sour Patch Kids, and Pop Rocks, which sounds very intriguing. Along with fruits, I would recommend vegetables. They're just so wholesome and nourishing and fresh. I really like, for instance, eating pico de gallo or guacamole with tortilla chips. I've snacked on baby carrots. Heard good things about hummus, haven't tried it, but I could see that being good as well. And you also have nuts and peanuts you can eat, things like trail mix. On the a little bit more processy side, I've heard good things about yogurt, granola, crackers like saltine crackers, and fresh bread. So my go-to meal after a trip is usually Chipotle. Chipotle can be quite salty, but I do like that it's generally pretty made of whole foods. I don't add any cheese or meat in my Chipotle order anymore. And the reason for that leads me into what not to eat. This is just my recommendation, and definitely there are people who may disagree with me and may have had very good experiences with eating meat while tripping, but for me, and actually a lot of people, meat sucks while tripping. I remember having chicken on my first acid trip, and just the like ligaments and skin and fat really, I guess, reminded me more that I was eating the flesh of an animal, and it was kind of disgusting, really turned me off. That was definitely the start of me trying to reduce my meat consumption. I go into this more in another video, but for me and for some others, it just feels very, very disturbing knowing you're eating the flesh of this once sentient, feeling creature, animal who likely went through farm factory to get to your plate and therefore probably suffered a lot. You can argue that plants also feel pain, but I feel certain that the pain that animals go through in farm factories are much greater. Of course, you want to treat everything with respect and to just consume and take in moderation just what you need, but meat especially just feels like extra gluttonous. But I've also heard of people who enjoy steaks on psychedelics, so your mileage may vary, but this is just a warning, I guess. But yeah, things like fast food, extra greasy, extra fatty, don't feel that great when you're tripping. Chips like Doritos, Cheetos, you know, things that I love eating when I'm sober, but when I'm tripping they just taste kind of flat and flavorless. I remember eating a flaming hot Funyun once while tripping and thinking that this just tasted like nothing but empty calories. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Let me know in the comments what you enjoy eating on psychedelics and what you did not enjoy eating on psychedelics, and I will see y'all next time.